What's going on, guys? Bob from Olympusiron. This is going to be some audio over some workout footage, leg day, but the real topic of the video is a little story time. I'm playing a little Jerry Ward, doing a little story time, and we're going to talk about the fall, the bailout of my bodybuilding show prep, and probably the most controversial thing with this whole cutting series is everyone's like, don't quit, don't do whatever. But in all seriousness, guys, alright, so I'll start at the beginning. Show prep. This is something I've always wanted to do, much like powerlifting. I've always wanted to do a meet. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not a powerlifter. I'm a lifter. I'm just somebody who likes to look good, likes to lift heavy, and I think that's most of us, you know. And I wanted to do a show prep. I was 100% invested in it, guys. And 5 weeks out, 7 weeks out, you could tell I was on track. Everything was done well. Michaela was more than like understanding. She would prep my meals, prep my egg whites. Literally spent countless amounts of money on food, guys. It's expensive. It isn't easy to show prep the right way. Now, my coach was Steve Reeves, much of a bro, but I preferred that at this time because I needed to be strict. I didn't need someone to tell me I could eat Reese's. I wanted somebody to tell me, like, this is what you're going to eat, and this is how you're going to look. And I was right on point. Everything was right where it needed to be. I was working at Bloom Shapiro at the time, and I was doing great. Everything was great there. Everything was great show prepping. And then I got my year-end review, and that hit me hard because it wasn't really a review. It was more of a, hey, we're laying you off kind of deal. And it hit me hard, guys. You have to understand that all my life, since I was 16 years old, more or less since I was probably 17 or 18, I've never lost, guys. And I've had some small failures, I've had some setbacks, but I've never lost. You know, I came out of high school going into Johnson & Wales with a full ride. I got a 4.0 at Johnson & Wales. I graduated top of my class and had a job right out of college. And during college, I was working as a district manager at GNC, making triple what people were making in college. You know, working full-time, going to school full-time, cranking out. I was like rolling out success like it was nobody's business. And this isn't gloating, guys. This is facts. This is what is actually provable. This is tangible. And I've never, and it's like I'd never experienced it. It had been so long since I've experienced failure. And when I got laid off, it hit me hard, guys. It's like telling, you know, someone who fails often gets used to it and, you know, bounces back quicker. I've bounced back from small failures and stuff, but this was huge, and it just hit me hard, guys. And I didn't act like it hit me hard, but it did. It hit me hard emotionally, and at the time when I was show prepping and everything, I went on a binge, guys. I binged out, and I cheated hardcore. And I called Steve, and I said, listen, I didn't call him right away because I was afraid to even talk to him because he's not a guy that you want to, like, tell you're cheating on your diet because he doesn't have any sympathy. He would just be like, what the fuck are you doing? But I called him reluctantly, and I said to him, I go, I just lost my job, Steve. Like, I binged. I've gained 10 pounds back. And he goes, well, you're going to have to fucking hard diet. You know, he said and the first thing I have to say about Steve is, you know what the first thing he said to me is, he said, you know, there's more important things than a bodybuilding show. And it hit home with me, guys. It really did. Like, you know how many sacrifices I made, how many things that I didn't go to because of the bodybuilding show, and I'm okay with that. You have to sacrifice for things, but is it worth it for me to be on stage? You know, not being a competitive bodybuilder, not being someone who wants to be out in the spotlight on stage all the time and focuses more on YouTube. It wasn't that important to me, guys, and it was important to me that I get on stage and show all you guys that I could do it, and that was important to me. And guys, it took everything in my power not to quit at that point. And Steve got me back on a diet. It was super strict. It was basically like salad and chicken, dude. It was like, it was horrible. It was horrible. And I was at a temp job where I really wasn't doing much. which was awesome because like I could stay on this horrible diet because I literally did nothing. I just watched 5 hours of YouTube, got paid ridiculous money, but it wasn't lasting. It wasn't a career, so I was still looking. And then I got this opportunity in Warwick at the Cadillac of accounting firms that I'm at right now, and I took it, and I was so excited about it, guys. Like, you have no clue. Like, before my interview, I took some carbs to, like, you know, really, like, boost up my mood so I could be, like, extra, you know, chummy when I got to go to the interview. I killed the interview. You know, within a day, I got the call that I got the job, and I realized, like, there's no way that I can do this show. There's no way that I can go for 3 weeks, the hardest 3 weeks of the whole show prep, to a new job where first impressions are everything, guys. It's not like I've been working for this firm for 3 years. I'm just starting, and I don't want to be the grumpy bodybuilder. Accountants don't understand that, guys. People don't understand our lifestyle. You think like people understand, like, oh, I got to hit my macro stuff. People don't give a shit about that, guys. No one cares about your physique except you and other people that are in your bodybuilding circle. So, to me, it was a non-option. It was like, I have to quit. I have to quit for my career, because at this point, Michaela's going to school. She's not making a ton of money. I'm literally supporting everything. So, it was, do you want to risk them already getting a bad taste in their mouths with you, or do you want to start a career that's actually going to make you money? YouTube doesn't make me money, guys. YouTube makes me $1,000 a year. You know, that's nothing. That is, it might be something to somebody, but it's not anything to me. And it's certainly not worth cutting my salary for, you know, my other job. So at this point, I bowed out, but I called Steve. I'm like, hey, Steve, I can't do it. You know, and once again, he reminded me there's more important things than a bodybuilding show. And it killed me, guys, to end that, because I really wanted to have that video of me on stage. I really wanted you guys are so supportive through the whole thing. And you know what? Hopefully during this cut series, you can be as supportive. It was devastating to me, guys. Like, you know, I don't like to let you guys down. I don't like to let anybody down. I'm not that type of person. I always want, you know, support. I'm the first person there to support people too, you know. So I'm not the type of person that bows out for no reason. So if you see me quit, it's for a reason. And this was just like probably the biggest failure of my life. You know, I've had some big ones, but you know, I had been on a streak of success, and we're back on that streak again, guys. So, looking forward, this cut is for me. This cut isn't for a show. This cut isn't for anything. This cut is so that I'm more marketable, and to be honest, to prove something to myself and hold myself accountable again for something that was left unfinished. So, and this is a consistent cut. I will not be bulking back up. I will be bulking, but I won't be bulking back up past my limit. Because, guys, it might not seem it, but I hold all my weight in my stomach, guys, and under my chest when I get really heavy. But, like, that's where I hold it. So you guys won't notice right away, but then once everything starts coming together, that's when you notice, like, oh, he's getting a little leaner up top, but, like, you'll actually see my abs get definition and stuff. So looking forward, guys, this is for me, but this is also to prove something that to myself that I can get back in this game, because my mentality was all fucked up for a long time, guys. After the show, after quitting, I literally went on a binge fest. I go to the convenience store, I'd buy $25 worth of candy and snacks, and that would be my dinner. Like, I wouldn't even have dinner. I would just have that, which is fucking pathetic. But, like, it is what it is. Like, my mentality was fucked up. I went into, like, a mini depression. Like, I can admit to it. Guys. And now I'm coming out of that. And now this cut series is the product of that. You know, is the product of me coming back and being stronger and proving to myself that you're not going to let one failure define you, and that this time it's going to be different. So I hope you guys can follow this series. I hope you can learn from it. It's not going to be this vlog style bullshit where you get one piece of information for 7 minutes of video. You know, it's going to be a little bit of vlogging, a little bit of my life, a little bit of my mentality, but mostly tips and tricks and things I do on the daily that help me with my cut, but also help me with my well-being in general, you know. I think that this is going to help me and help you guys out, hopefully, because YouTube holds me accountable, guys. You know, back in the day, like, there was no one to tell me my form was shit. There was no one to, like, you know, tell me, like, I should drop the weight. There's no one tell me that I should cut a little bit. But you guys keep me humble. You guys keep me happy. And you know what? It means a lot to have, like, a group to be a part of. And all my Olympians out there who are trained like a god, that means a ton to me, guys, and every ounce of support. And I try to bounce back as much support as I possibly can to you guys. That's why I like to reply to your messages. I see every comment, you know, and you guys are fucking awesome. So enjoy this cut series. I know I'm already enjoying it, and we will not speak of the fall any longer. So this has been Bob from Olympusiron, the second episode of The Cut. Train like a god, conquer the weight.